I sent out a bunch of resumes over the last, I don't know, 2 years. As long as I've been working this job in the union, I've been sending out resumes. But most recently, within the last few months, I've been sending them out again because it's just getting to that point where I need to get away from what I'm doing for a living and start something new. On Saturday, I got a phone call that I wasn't expecting from somebody asking me to come in to interview on a Saturday. Crazy, but still, I went and I did it for a company called Digital Storm. Basically, this company is sort of like a direct competitor of Alienware, if you guys are familiar with Alienware systems. Basically, it's gaming machines. This company builds gaming PCs and business PCs, but primarily gaming PCs. That's what they do. I got a call and I went in on Saturday and I went to the interview. Now, I already have a job. I work for the union. I told you guys a billion times, I'm a Sonic Communications tech. I pull data cable, real fancy. Went in and I took the interview, and I took the interview like anybody who has an established job takes an interview. You go in, you do the interview because you want the job, but you don't have that nervous anxiety, that neediness that really puts off employers. You just go in, you're honest, you're direct, you tell them the truth, you do your thing, and you give them the best that you got. But you know that if it doesn't happen, you're getting a paycheck, so it's all good. Went in and I took the interview. The guy who was interviewing me was Middle Eastern. I think he was Indian. He had a very heavy accent, so some of the questions I didn't quite hear very well, so he had to ask me several times, and I felt kind of like an idiot. But I mean, what are you going to do? I didn't understand him clearly, so I just was like, okay. I mean, there was one question he had asked me directly after making a statement, and I thought he was still making the statement. So he stopped talking and was looking right at me, and I was like, and he was like, well, you know, and I'm like, well, what? So, anyway, here's where the reason for me relating this story to you comes in. So, I give him my references, and I give him my information, and I leave. The job was for $10 an hour. I have to say that, starting off at $10 an hour. The reason why that is important, I will now explain. I got called back today, and he asked me, can I start working tomorrow? And I told him, no. Now, for those of you that have watched previous videos of mine where I've mentioned the union, you know that I would be willing to choke a small child with a dead cat, strangle him with a dead cat, to get the fuck out of the union, right? Why wouldn't I take this job? Well, let's flash back to a few seconds ago where I said it was $10 an hour. Have you ever had a job where bills stopped you from going to another job? Yeah, well, that's what happened to me. My outgo, money I put out, is higher the money I would be bringing in with a $10 an hour job. $10 an hour before taxes, I'd be making $400 a week. After taxes, I'd be making about $250, $275. So at the end of the month, I'd be making roughly a little over $1,000. My rent plus just basic bills, this doesn't count food, this doesn't count other stuff, this is just basic bills, is $1,100. So if I'm making, say, $10.50 a month, and I have an $1,100 outgo, see what I'm saying? I'd be in the hole $50 a month. I'd be fucked. So I had to tell him no. So I'm kind of bummed. I was really looking forward to doing this job because I'm a big video gamer. I'm a big geek. I play with computers all the time. So putting together gaming systems for a living would have been fucking cool. So I just wanted to relate to y'all to show you that yes, it is in fact possible for bills to suck the soul out of a man and turn him into a shell. You're looking at it right now. I'm what's known as an animated mannequin. If you look behind me closely, you'll see a string that somebody's pulling to move my mouth. It's true. So, that's pretty much it, folks. I just wanted to give you something for y'all to make fun of me and laugh at me about, knowing that your lives is so much better than mine because I work a shit job and I hate it. So, until next time, hopefully I'll put up a video that's worthwhile watching. I'll catch y'all later.